Hello guys, welcome back to tutorial race. In this video I'm going to show you, in the previous video I have shown you, I have demonstrated you how you can do CRUD operation, insert, update and delete. This video is extension of the previous video. So what I'm going to show you, actually what I try my best to provide you the tutorial like real life uses. So suppose there is a department, okay. So first, if user adds department, and that department, before adding user, the user should be able to select the department, that from which department he belongs to, okay. So how you can relate these two controllers and all that. So in this video I will show you that how all this can be done, okay. So in case this is the, as I told you, this is the continuation of the previous video. So in case you have not watched the previous video, then I strongly recommend to watch the previous video so that you can understand, or else you won't be able to understand, because this is the part 2, we can say, of the previous video, okay. So let's start without waiting. So guys, in the previous video we had done here insert, update and delete, but what I want this time, before entering the data, here it should come drop down department, okay. Means the user which I'm going to create belongs to which department, sales department or technical department, okay. So for that, how we can implement, right? So what I've done, I have modified this my tutorial, and in this one I will show you how to do that. So this is the tutorial, and here I have made modification here, extend the code and add a department also. So for that, what we will have to do, we need to create one more controller and one more model, and that means everything we have to create just like before, okay. So what we will do, let's create one model here. This is the model department, okay, department.java. So let's go to our code, in the previous code. In the model we will create here department.java, okay. Now in department.java, what we need to do in the model, just like before, we have to create here table and then setter and getter. So just let's copy and paste here. Class we have written here, actually here will be Jakarta, not, because the latest one is Jakarta, not, okay, not Java X. Java X was previously used, but nowadays Jakarta used this package. So department, and what we are doing, we just need two fields here, right? This ID and then name. So get ID, department ID, and then department, get name, set name, that's it, okay. And here I have put table name, okay, departments. So if you don't have specified, then what will happen, automatically it will create a table name called departments automatically, if you don't specify. But if you now want to give any custom table name, in that case you can specify it. If you don't specify, still it will create. Apart from that, in the user department, you might have seen we had a user model, we had defined here the column name, okay. But custom column name, if you want to define, then you can do, or else it will automatically create two fields of these names. So these are the getter, setter, that's it. Now after creating this model, the next one we have to create. So basically what we want, when user click on submit this form, but before that the user will select department, okay. So for that, what we need to do, let's go to this project here. We need to create a repository now, okay. So the name of repository, it will be department repository.java, where here .java. So as I mentioned you before, this repository is responsible for database operation. from here you will just copy this, and then department repository is finished. And yes, this is not our project name. This project name is asoftech.com, and here it is CRUD, right? Now it's finished. So the department model we are calling here. Now it's done. The next our task is to create controller, right? So from here, department controller, let's create the controller, because the controller, as I mentioned before, is main file which will be handling complete CRUD operation. So now here we'll create here department controller dot java, and here let's copy from here and then paste. Once again we need to change here asoftech, and of course our project name, right? And main URL is departments here. Apart from that, everything is fine. This is the main URL, and after that this is the list, means it will show the list of department. This is for creating new. This is just like before, like we created user, exactly everything is same. So hope if you understand the previous one, the user one, then you won't have any problem in understanding this as well, right? So after this, all our Java file has been created. The next thing is in user controller, what we need actually to do, we have to send actually our this one. Okay, but we will do that before. Let's create inside users, users. This is the template, and user model, department. This one also will modify later. First let's create this one. Inside our templates folder, let's create one folder called departments, and inside departments we will have 3 files basically. This is create.html, here create.html, and then inside this there will be form for creating department. So there is nothing special about it. As you can see, this is normal HTML, just we created just like before. Users, this is the model name, department, and everything, this name and ID. So there are only one field actually, department name, that's it. The field name is name, right? Okay, so now next one is edit. So let's create edit.html. Here only inside departments, edit.html, and then you will paste here, and the next one is list.html. So let's create that one also, list.html. Done. Okay, this will show the list of the departments, just like user list before. We are done. Now let's run it. Okay, so user controller, first we will create this is department controller, right? So let's run this one first. Okay, we will check if the table departments has been created or not. So to verify this, once again let's come here, refresh, and here department has been successfully created with the field name, ID and name. That's it. There are 2 fields only, right? And now here we will run this. So this one will be departments it's new. Here you can see the form is showing, so I'll write it as sales department. Now guys, you can see the sales department has been created, name here, and which can be edited and deleted as well. And I'll write here technical. Okay, so we have created successfully 2 departments. Now the main target is here that while creating users we should be able to, now we will show the drop down. That is the main task here. So for that, what we need actually to do, let's come back here once again, and we have to make some modification. Let's go to our user controller. In the user controller, where it says new, you can see we are sending only this user, but here apart from user we will send departments also. So how? This is the way we will send here the department as well. Here let's send here add attributes department. So we need to call here department repository, which no local variable, import department repositories. We have to pass here inside this user controller. So basically what we will have to do, department repository we need to call here, and department repository, right? And similarly we have to declare here department repository as well, this one. Okay, this is not required, let's remove it. Okay, so with dependency injection we have created here department repository, and now it says change department repository. Okay, what we have to do, this dot department repository equal to department repository, this one. And now it will create a local variable. That means here also we have to create one more. Now the error should go. Yes, now this one is gone. So 2 modifications we have done. Basically you can see the first one is we have called, apart from this user repository, we have called department repository as well, and finally we are calling here find all, so that these departments can be called into our user. Let's close all these. From here we will create this, inside this create we can call that department as well. Alright, so up to here we need here the drop down, right? So in the drop down, what is this? This department, and select the field department ID department, and here option for each we are running departments, and then there is ID and name, so it should come in the drop down. Now let's check whether it's working or not. Refresh it. There is no change so far, so looks like we have to refresh it. Okay, after this, okay, there is something wrong, there is some error. Okay, it's showing some error here. Invalid property department, not readable. Invalid property department CRUD model user, where invalid. Yes, it's correct, because we are sending this as departments, not department. So here we need to oh, it's a department is fine. ID the field department. The field name is department. It's correct. Okay, so what we'll have to do actually, in user model we will have to create a relation. Okay, controller model, user model, we will have to create one relation here, and that is this relation we will have to create. So join column name, department ID, and then department. Okay, actually it's department ID, not department ID. And then we have to also specify setter and getter for department here below. So we will specify here department, a department, get department, and set department, these two. Right, now I think it should work. No, still some problem. Achha, ID, it says the ID is same, right? So we need to name it as department ID only, right? Because in both the tables it says that both the tables has same ID. User, now let's try. Okay, alter table users, add column department ID. Okay, so we need to check if it has modified one department ID might have been inserted into this. Yeah, department ID has been successfully inserted in this, created, actually modified. So that's why it is showing you that, you know, a delete table. And as you can see guys, that how easy it is. You don't have to create, modify MySQL table, automatically it's get modified, right? Now let's check here. Yes, so now sales and technical is coming successfully here. Let's do one thing here. Put here BR. We are not focusing on design for the timing. It's only okay, it's still running, that's why. Okay, so this is sales department, and then Ramesh, Ramya, password not save. Now it should enter the department ID into this table, users table. So guys, you can see successfully department ID 1 is getting inserted. But yes, we have to make modification so that here department ID will also show. So the next task will be to modify. So we have to, in the list field of user, we will create one more field called department ID. So practically it will show department name actually and ID. In here as well, department ID. That's it. Refresh it, and in the view page it should display the department ID as well here. There is application have no explicit, there is some error. Depart, okay, there is spelling mistake. Department ID. Still there is some error. What is the error? Cannot be found on object of model. Department ID is there, na? This is the same department ID in user, this one. So here also should be same. User dot department ID, it should be same. Why it's not working? Still there is some error. Okay, the problem is, as you can see, one of the field doesn't have any value, null value. So Java is very strong, that is why it was causing error. So what you need to do, we have just written here question mark. That means what? This is optional, means its value can be or can be not. So in that case, after putting this question mark, now it's working, you can see. Okay, so department ID 1 is displaying here. So this way guys, you can see while creating this, sales department is coming, and also here it is showing. In the next video further I will show you that how you can get the department name rather than department ID. Yes, we don't have to do anything, we just have to write here rather than ID we have to write name, because we have already made join in users table. Here this is the join, right? We are joining with two tables, so we can get all the data anywhere. So that is why rather than bothering about ID, so now if you refresh, then you can see the department sales is coming here. And you may want to also display here department while editing, right? So in that case, what you need to do, just like this, we have to write here department as well, but we have to make modification in our controller. That means where user controller, in edit section, edit here, because we have to send department as well. So what we have to do actually, inside this controller we have to call here this departments, repository department find all. So just like before, that means new we had called this now and sent. Similarly we have to send from here as well. Now it should work, that's it. Yes, so guys, as you can see perfectly this one is working. Now I want to change it to technical and then save. So now you can see perfectly it is displaying technical. In this one there is no any department, so I will put it sales, and now save. So now sales is coming. So guys, as you can see, insert, update and delete is working perfectly with combination of two controller model and two view files. So hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.